How you going, everyone? Corey Baker here, and I'm sitting between a huge castle of Blu-rays. I've got every single Blu-ray that I own out, and this is a collection of Blu-rays I started back in 2012. I started collecting Blu-rays, and now I've got a colossal amount. Now I'm here to make a video I've been wanting to do for a while, which is my entire Blu-ray collection 2018. Now I did do one right when I started my channel, and let me tell you, I've got a lot more Blu-rays now. Too many, I'd say. Anyway guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through every movie, going to show it to the camera, going to say a very small comment on, not every one, but if one catches my eye, I'll say a very small comment, and I'll put them to the side. On the way, I'll be putting, I've got two piles, one to watch pile, so a movie I should watch soon, and I've got another one which I'll put into the to sell pile, because some of these movies are just rubbish and I need to get rid of some. Otherwise, they're just going a big pile on the floor. Alright guys, so I'll get comfy here. This is going to take a while, so maybe go and get some popcorn, maybe something to eat, sit back, relax, and enjoy a very long video from me. Alright, so where should I start? We've got so many here. I may as well just start. By the way, some of these movies will be in out of order. So say series or like seasons of TV shows and sequels and prequels and stuff might be out of order a little bit, but hopefully that's not too annoying. Alright, first one we got 2001 Space Odyssey. Alright, we got Doctor Strange. That's our first Marvel one. Obviously all the Marvels aren't in order. So we got Blade Runner 2049. I haven't even watched that one. I'm going to put that into the watch pile. Alright, we got American Made. Haven't watched that either. I've bought a lot of movies I haven't even watched before. We've got a Warrior. Haven't watched Warrior either. Hey, so Cars. The first Cars is pretty good. Don't bother with any others, I reckon. Alright, Murder of the Orient Express. I watched this recently. Very cool retelling of a very old story. So, I like that a lot. A Monster Calls. Haven't seen it. I've got it apparently, I didn't even know I have it. But it's from J.A. Bayona. Same person, same director from Fallen Kingdom. So here we have Godzilla, 1998, sorry. 1998, American Godzilla. I watched this actually quite recently. It's pretty crap, but it's very nostalgic for me, so I quite enjoy watching it. Oh yeah, we got The Internship. Pretty funny movie, I can remember. Okay, we got Split. So this is actually, if you've never seen it, it's actually a kind of sequel to Unbroken. Here we go. Oh, this is a PS4 game. That's not even supposed to be in there. These are all PS4 games. Forget about that. Alright, we got A Silent Voice, which is anime. I recently got into a few of these like really long anime movies. Some of them are really, really good. So, A Silent Voice is pretty cool. Saving Mr. Banks. Tom Hanks is Walt Disney. How magical can you get? That's pretty good. I actually really like that movie. It's a really heartfelt movie. I really enjoy it. The Lone Ranger. Now, it's a pretty cool movie. I really enjoy The Lone Ranger. Some really good bits of it, but it's a little bit too long. I reckon it's like 2.5 hour movie. Should be around 2 hours, I think. So it's not so boring. It drags on a bit. Here we have the entire Toy Story trilogy. This is probably one of the best Blu-ray sets I've ever owned. But Toy Story, you can't go wrong with Toy Story and Pixar. We've got Ice Age here, so don't bother with any of the other Ice Ages in my opinion. This one is a classic. I've got quite a few documentaries, mainly from all David Attenborough stuff, but this is The Hunt. kind of these Blu-rays, these documentaries on Blu-rays are always really good quality, really awesome to see. This is Planet Earth 2. We got Theory of Everything, story of Stephen Hawking. We got Tintin, which is a Tintin. Okay, if you've never seen this movie, this is The Castle, very iconic and loved Australian film from the 90s. And I actually really love that film. It's awesome. Alright, so I've got quite a lot of Dragon Ball Z Kai. I've got the whole actually series, and this is season, this is the very last season. And this is going to be scattered throughout, because it's not in order. Okay, we got Wonder Woman, unopened, but I actually really like this. Probably the only decent DC film they've actually done. We got Snowpiercer. I have watched it, even though this one's sealed still. Really underrated film. You should actually really watch this if you haven't watched it. It's pretty cool. Alright, we got the Die Hard quadrilogy. It's the four of them anyway, minus the shitty last one. So this has got them all 1 to 4. And you can't go wrong with Die Hard. So now we also have the complete Bourne collection, minus the latest one, but I do have the latest one around here somewhere. So the Bournes are pretty cool movies to watch. We got Armageddon, classic 90s film. Not that good though, in my opinion. We got Starship Troopers, very cool. Breakfast Club. Watch this. I always remember Breakfast Club at school because we watched it in one of my classes, and the best is like when what's his name? The guy at the end, he's like this in the oval. Pretty cool. The Goonies, classic. We got Birdman. We got For the Dark World, one of the worst kind of crappy Marvel ones. We got another Disney one here, The Fox and the Hound. Plus we got The Fox and the Hound 2. Haven't watched Fox and the Hound 2. I've only just bought it because it's Fox and the Hound. That's pretty cool. It's really nice, heartfelt Disney one too. Alright, so Independence Day. Classic 90s film. And it's got Jeff Goldblum in it, so you can't go wrong there. Alright, so we got Jumanji. The better Jumanji. We don't want to go near The Rock. Although the one with The Rock wasn't too bad, but you can't go wrong with Robin Williams in Jumanji. Alright, what we got now? Edward Scissorhands. So I don't really... what's his name again? Tim Burton. Tim Burton's films don't really sit well with me. I'm not a massive fan of Tim Burton films, but I really like Edward Scissorhands. It's probably my favourite one of Tim Burton. We got Blades of Glory. I actually really like this film. I'll always laugh at this film. We got The Wolverine. So one of the X-Men ones. I do have all the X-Men ones. We got The Founder. So this is a story about the kind of guy that started McDonald's. Very interesting. I really like biopics. So basically movies of true stories. So that's a pretty cool film. I sat and watched that one day. That was pretty good. We got Oblivion. Tom Cruise. Pretty cool sci-fi movie. We've got Ex Machina, which is a pretty cool movie about AI. We got The Walk. Now this is actually really cool, this one. This is about the guy that, I don't know, I can't remember what his name is. I have to watch it again. But he put a rope across the Twin Towers and he balanced it. He balanced on it. I can't remember what his name was. But that was a very cool film. We got a classic here. We got The Lion King. Can't go wrong with that. You got to have The Lion King. We got Mystery Road, which is an Australian film. Actually wasn't too bad. We got The Life of Walter Mitty. So this is actually really cool. Actually, I really enjoyed this one too. It's very highly rate The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. All right, Secret Window. It's a pretty good thriller with Johnny Depp. Pretty good. A few plot twists and stuff, but it's only really good the first time you watch it. I haven't actually watched it since. Alright, we got the Kingsman, the Golden Circle. So this is the second Kingsman. I do have the first Kingsman somewhere. But the Kingsman movies are really awesome. I'm not too sure if they're doing another one or not, but I think they should, because both of them have been really good. Ned Kelly. So if anyone from overseas doesn't know about Ned Kelly was a famous bush ranger in Australia. And this is Heath Ledger in this movie, and this is a very cool, iconic Australian movie. So we got another Dragon Ball Z Kai, and another Dragon Ball Z Kai, all in a muddled order. Some more Dragon Ball Z Kai, and another one. And then here we have The Rise of the Planet of the Apes. So I actually really enjoyed this trilogy. My favourite of the trilogy is probably the first one, which is this one. Alright, we've got War Dogs. For Ragnarok. Now this is I actually really enjoyed this Marvel film, and I really liked how they tweaked Thor as a character. They made him a little bit more, humorous and stuff. Gave him a haircut. I think they did pretty good in that movie. Alright, so here we have the Dirty Harry collection here. So it goes the Dirty Harry, then Magnum Force, this is the next one, then it goes to the Enforcer, then it's the Sudden Impact, and then the Deadpool. My favourites are Magnum Force and Sudden Impact are my favourite ones, but they're pretty iconic movie with Clint Eastwood. And here we have Hacksaw Ridge, very awesome war movie, didn't come out too long ago. Train Spotting, Unstoppable, which is a movie about a runaway train. I started watching this, then fell asleep, so I actually don't know how it is. We got The Island. Highly rate this movie. I've always really enjoyed the whole sci-fi kind of clone theme, so that's really cool. I really like the idea behind that one. Anastasia. I reckon this is an underrated animated movie. A lot of people think this is a Disney movie, but this is from Fox. It's a Fox movie. And very underrated, and it's really awesome. I actually watched it not too long ago with a bunch of my friends. Alright, Steven Spielberg, The War Horse. Pretty cool movie. I haven't watched this for a while, so I should watch that soon. We got Tron. This is Tron Legacy. Yes, very cool actually. I really enjoyed this when I watched it the first time, and I feel like watching it again actually. There we go. So we got another Dragon Ball Z Kai, and I also have Dragon Ball Super on Blu Ray. So this is the second disc set. There's only 3 of them out at the moment. All right, Walt Disney Dinosaur. So this is a Disney dinosaur. Very cool. I always really quite like this one, and it's pretty cool movie, especially because me, I love my dinosaurs. Here we have Tremors, pretty cool movie with Kevin Bacon. Flying Dinosaurs 3D. This is one from David Attenborough. It's not very long. I think it's only about 45 minutes, but it's interesting. It's all about flying pterosaurs. Now this is a really cool, I think sometimes overlooked Steven Spielberg movie called The AI. Like I was saying, I like the sci-fi theme of AI, cloning, all that kind of stuff. So really interesting movie about AI. It's a bit sad too. Alright, Step Brothers. Classic comedy. We got Air Force One. Prisoners. I highly recommend Prisoners. If you've never seen it, it's a very cool thriller. Kind of mystery about what's happening here. It's probably the best time you watch it is the first time. If you know what's going on, it's not as good, but very awesome movie. Alright, we have War of the Planet of the Apes. So this is the last one. This is the third one in the trilogy. Probably, in my opinion, the weakest, but still really good. Horrible Bosses. American Beauty. Now, this is a really awesome film when I first watched it. I haven't watched it for ages. It's got I think it got a couple Academy Awards. 5 Academy Awards, actually. And it's got Kevin Spacey in it. And Kevin Spacey's an awesome actor. That's going in the watch again pile. We got the Time Traveler's Wife, and another theme in some movies. I really like time travel movies as well, so I think that's pretty cool. We have The Captive. We have Ender's Game. A Place Beyond the Pines. Alright, next up we have... Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Now, this is the 5th Pirates of the Caribbean, and it's nowhere near the worst one. The worst one is actually this one here, which is the On Stranger Tides. I hated this movie. It wasn't the best at all. But this is slightly better than that, but still not as good as the first one. The second and the third aren't that bad either. Alright, so Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell. Haven't actually watched it yet. Iron Man 3. I've only seen this once. I actually can't really remember what happens in Iron Man 3, so I have to go and watch it again. Got Fargo. Alright. So, this is the 6th season of Game of Thrones. I've got all the seasons of Game of Thrones, and I'm waiting for the next one, which is going to come out in God knows when. Ratatouille, 21 Jump Street, $1 Million Baby. We got Taken. Now, I really enjoy the first Taken movie. The other two aren't very good at all, but the first Taken is really good. Okay, X-Men Origins Wolverine. We won't talk about that one. Your Name. So this is another one of these anime feature-length movies, and this, Your Name, it was so good. It was like better than some of the Disney movies out there. So if you can actually get a hold of this and watch Your Name, I strongly recommend you do, because it was such a good movie. And just it had another time travel kind of thing as well. It was really good. All right, Westworld. Very interesting TV series. Okay, this is the X-Men: The Last Stand. Not the best X-Men movie out there. We got more Dragon Ball Z Kai. More of the seasons there. Okay, so this is the 2nd of the Planet of the Apes trilogy that came out recently. This is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. And that wasn't too bad. I actually quite enjoyed that one. Here we have Kong Skull Island. Wasn't that good into this one, to be honest. I didn't really enjoy it that much. Okay, so we got the Blue Planet collection. Got this recently. Got Blue Planet and Blue Planet 2. Okay, X-Men 2. And we have X-Men. Like my X-Men movies. Alright, so this is one of my copies of Jurassic World. I actually prefer this one with Owen and the Raptors in the front. Okay, we got the Phase 1 Avengers Marvel Cinematic Universe one. So this has got Iron Man, Captain America, the first Thor, Iron Man 2, Hulk, and the first Avengers movie in this one. So it just goes in this box. So that's that. Alright, and we got the Star Wars Complete Saga. There it is. So this has got episodes 1 to 6. And that one. Alright, which pile am I going for? I just might as well go for this one here. Alright, we got Maggie. Got Arnold Schwarzenegger and another girl. Life. Oh, God. Oh, no. Look at this. I didn't really like this at all. This is Independence Day Resurgence. Wasn't that great. Oh, no. See, I actually hate these ones. I actually should get rid of these. But Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, I actually really hated these two movies. We've got my favourite Spider-Man was Peter Parker's one, and the one that's Marvel's doing now with, I can't remember the kid's name, but is really awesome as well. So forget about those ones with I don't like the Amazing Spider-Mans. They're not as good in my opinion. Here we have Jersey Boys. It's pretty cool. The Butler. And What's Eating Gilbert Grape. I didn't like this movie when I first watched it. I watched it in year 8 at school. Thought it was pretty rubbish, but then I watched it when I was older and I'm like, man, that's actually a really good film. Okay, so this is a pretty cool futuristic movie. This is In Time. What's his name again? Yeah, Justin Timberlake's in that one. They've always got like it's like the currency is time on their hand. It's actually, I strongly recommend you watch that if you haven't already. Here we have the first Transformers. Now this is the only Transformers I have because they start getting pretty ridiculous. I probably could own number 2, but maybe not. Alright, Wild Hogs. For some reason my mum just loves Wild Hogs, so I got this movie. It's not too bad if you've got nothing to watch. Alright, we got, this is actually the first Blu Ray I've actually ever owned, was Get Smart. This Get Smart, and I actually really enjoy this movie. Even some people think it's a little bit daggy, but I actually really like that Get Smart. Here we got The Untouchables, really awesome gangster movie. Oh, and this is one of my favourite movies of all time, and a lot of people have this opinion as well. Shawshank Redemption. The first time I saw Shawshank Redemption was in school, and I was just so captured by what was going on. The story was so awesome. It just kind of like absorbed me into the story, and it was just so awesome. It has really cool characters in it, and if you've never watched it, it's got some really cool twists and turns. If you've never watched Shawshank Redemption, go out and watch it now. It's freaking amazing. Alright, so Paul. I actually really enjoy this movie as well, actually. It's a really cool comedy about the alien. Alright, we got here. Oh, God. Alright, Kiss the Girls. Never watched it, but it's got Morgan Freeman in it. Bridges of Madison County. Not too bad, actually. It's a really nice, actually, love film about two old people falling in love. We got The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio, which finally gave him his Oscar. Gran Torino, another one of my favourite films, I reckon. I've just always really loved the story of old Clint Eastwood just getting grumpy at his neighbours, and it's just, you've got to watch it. I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't seen it before, but one of my favourite movies. Alright, Donnie Darko. Jack Reacher. Never Go Back. Nowhere as good as the first Jack Reacher. I was pretty disappointed about that one. 50 First Dates. Classic Adam Sandler. We got War of the Worlds. Another really awesome Steven Spielberg movie. Tom Cruise is in that one. What we got here? We got Interstellar. I still don't really understand this movie, but I will have to watch it again, actually. Tombstones. Walk Among the Tombstones, sorry. Philomena. Now this is a really cool film as well, actually. If you've never seen this one, I'd watch it. Okay, so Denzel Washington is in this one. This is his Flight. Pretty cool. I actually enjoy the whole plane flying bit of the movie. So this is the first Jack Reacher. Now I really like this film. This is actually, I reckon this is underrated, this film. It's got a really awesome car chase in the movie, and some of the fight scenes are really awesome. I reckon the first Jack Reacher is really good. Alright, so we got Real Steel. Now this looks like a pretty crap film, but I watched it and I really enjoyed the movie. It's about, like fighting robots. Alright, Wild. Actually really cool Really cool movie with Reese Witherspoon. It's Reese Witherspoon, isn't it? Yeah. Really cool. She goes and has a big trek along a trail all across America. Sully. Very cool movie with Tom Hanks. As you can probably tell, I've got a lot of Tom Hanks movies. So I reckon Tom Hanks is awesome. But that's about the crash in the plane in the Hudson. We got Logan. So this is one of my favourite movies from the X-Men movie line. And this is probably one of my favourite movies from 2017. This is awesome. It's probably, to be honest, it is probably my favourite X-Men movie, apart from Days of Future Past. But Logan was awesome, and this is one of the steelbooks I own. So yeah, pretty cool. I had to get a steelbook of that one. Alright, Don John. Now, I actually really like this movie as well. It's about a guy that gets addicted to porn, and he realizes that it's like, well, he realizes why it's bad and stuff. So it's actually a really cool movie. Actually, I want to watch it again. I'm gonna put it in the watch again file. It's a good movie. The Green Mile, another classic Tom Hanks movie. Very cool. Law Abiding Citizen. This is a pretty cool movie. I've never seen it until recently, actually, and pretty good action movie. The Santa Claus 2. Oh god. So yeah, I'll talk about when we get to the Santa Claus, I'll talk about the Santa Claus in more detail. Alright. Okay, we got Buried with Ryan Reynolds. The Girl on the Train. We have The Incredibles. I watched this like literally 2 days ago because I watched The Incredibles 2, and Incredibles 2 was awesome. Like, Incredibles 2 might actually be just as good as the first movie, so go and see Incredibles 2 if you haven't seen it. Alright, what we got here? Alright, we got Black Panther. Huge success in the Marvel franchise. We got another copy of Jurassic World. I simply only got it because it had a different cover. Alright. I'll sit up a little bit. Ugh. The Railway Man. Highly recommend you watch that one too. Good Will Hunting. Shutter Island. I still think back about this movie. It has some seriously weird stuff in this movie, and like, I still don't know. Like, it's one of those movies that make you think, and it's a real thriller. And the ending, and it's just good, and it'll get you thinking about stuff like too much. You'll be thinking about how it all worked, like days after watching the movie. All right, so we have The Matrix, very awesome 90s movie. We got The Matrix Reloaded, and we have Matrix Revolutions. Probably the best one's The Matrix, the first one. Little Miss Sunshine. Juno. Pretty cool movie, Juno. I've always liked Juno. Alright. What we got here? Alright, we got another... well, I knew this was gonna pop up sometime. Another Dragon Ball Z Kai. We have Wolf Creek 2. Now, this is an Australian movie. Wolf Creek is somewhere around here, but it's basically a horror movie based in Australia. Pearl Harbor. So this is actually one of my favourite space movies of all time, Apollo 13. And surprise, surprise, Tom Hanks is at it again. Awesome movie, and I got this one in Steelbook, and it's got this really cool Apollo 13 like kind of logo at the back there. Alright, Dragon Ball Z Super, the third one. Hot Fuzz, classic. We're nowhere near finished, by the way, guys. So we're gonna keep going. So one of the many action movies of Liam Neeson, non-stop. I remember enjoying that when I watched it. I actually really like this movie. This is a Leonardo DiCaprio movie. Called The Aviator. Very cool movie about, I can't remember the guy's name. It's about oh god, Howard Hughes. So yeah, Howard Hughes and his life. And as you see, as I remember saying, I really like biopics. So it's a biopic about Howard Hughes, and like it's really cool. Another little quick fact is, as the movie goes through time periods, the color of the movie changes to represent the time that the color movies were. So that's pretty cool. So we got a double pack here of two Mr. Bean movies. The Bean movie when he goes to America, and then the one when he goes to France, I think it is. The Bean movie when he goes, goes the old Whistler's mother thing is classic. I love that movie when he stuffs up Whistler's mother. All right, we got Heat, classic, really awesome movie. Defiance, very cool. World War II movie as well, set in Germany. Notebook, classic romance. Alright, hang on. Alright, we've got The Patriot. By the way, guys, my tower of movies here is getting really tall. I'm going to have to show you afterwards. Morning Glory. We Bought a Zoo. I actually really like this movie. It's one of those special movies I enjoy. By the way, if you're still here, congratulations. This is going to be a very long video. And tell you, if any crazy person's watching that actually has no time, has nothing to do, go back and try and count every movie I've got. So I'd love to know how many movies I have. This is The Impossible. So this is a story about the 2004 tsunami in Bali, and the big tsunami. And this is from J.A. Bayona as well, so the Fallen Kingdom director. Really awesome movie, by the way. Looper, another time travel movie. Love my time traveling movies. Oh, I might as well segue into this now. The best time traveling movie of all time, and my second favourite movie of all time, Back to the Future. So this is the trilogy, and I actually love all the Back to the Futures. I don't really dislike one that much. A lot of people don't like the third one when they go to the the Wild West, but I actually really like that one. So Back to the Future, my second favourite movie trilogy after Jurassic Park. Mystic River, Titanic. So I think everyone rips into Titanic a little bit. I actually think this is actually a really awesome movie, and I still enjoy watching Titanic every now and then, because again, it's kind of like a biopic. I like movies that represent things that actually happened. Oh, hang on, this is coming out. This is Gone Girl. Yep, very cool. Kind of freaks me out how crazy that girl is in that one. Lone Survivor. And this is the Hangover trilogy. So the best one is the first one, of course. Gets slightly worse in the part 2 Hangover, and then Hangover Part 3 is just rubbish. Alright. Alright, we got Hugo. Pretty cool movie, I enjoyed Hugo. Brand New Day, this is a kind of Australian musical. It's actually really, I remember watching it, and like, a lot of people don't like this. It's rated poorly on the internet, but like, it's just one of these like guilty pleasure movies of mine. I love this movie. Brand New Day. Plus it actually features where I live as well, a little bit. At World's End. Or just The World's End. From the same guys from Hot Fuzz. I can't remember everyone's name at the moment. These Final Hours. Now this is another Australian movie. Now this is pretty cool because it's actually an end of the world movie based in my city, Perth, Western Australia, and it's actually kind of freaky because like Perth is never featured in movies really because we're just a small it's probably one of the smallest major cities in Australia, and we had basically an end of the world movie featured it. So These Final Hours is pretty freaky. It's about the meteors coming, and it's pretty cool. Anyway, Edge of Tomorrow. Alrighty, we got Minority Report. We got Hitchcock, Inglourious Bastards, classic Christmas movie, Love Actually. Always like that movie. It's pretty cool. Alright, we got Wedding Crashers. Very funny movie. I still very enjoy watching that. Narnia. So this is the only Narnia I own, and probably, in my opinion, the only one worth owning. Don't really like the others. Can't even remember the others. They made 3 of them, I think. RoboCop. And we've got Schindler's List. Very iconic Australian, very iconic Steven Spielberg one. Water Diviner. Okay, we've got Eddie the Eagle. And we have Steve Jobs. Now, they made 2 Steve Jobs movies. This is the one they made second. And I can't remember if I enjoyed that much or not. I can't really remember. We have Shaun of the Dead. This is, in my opinion, the best zombie movie ever made. Probably because I don't really like a full-on horror movie. I enjoy a little bit of comedy in movies as well. So, in my opinion, the best zombie movie. It's so good. Okay, my Blu Ray tower is going to collapse soon. So this is a movie, Dragon Ball Z, Battle of the Gods. They pretty much retell the entire movie in Dragon Ball Super. So it's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of like you own it twice if you watch Dragon Ball Super as well. All right, we got Night of the Museum. Probably my favourite thing about this one is the massive T-Rex skeleton running around. And it's the only one worth owning as well, because the other ones are kind of weird. Zombieland, another really awesome zombie movie. And if anyone saw that, my Blu-ray tower is about to fall down. Guardians of the Galaxy, this is probably one of my favourite Marvel movies. And has just like, I love how the music in these movies is just, it's my kind of music, so I just love, and this part 2 is here as well. So the Guardians of the Galaxy, everyone loves Guardians of the Galaxy, and the soundtracks are awesome. I permanently have the disc, both the soundtracks in my car in disc form. So whenever I need something to listen to in a car, I usually will listen to the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack. So we got Baby Driver, really awesome movie. Some really good music in this movie as well. Alright. It's getting, we've still got heaps. It's ridiculous. Hang on, what's happened here? Alright, we've got the Perfect 8. No, the Hateful 8. What am I talking about? Alright, so we're starting to collapse now, guys. Getting bad. Alright, we got Red Dog, True Blue. So this is the second Red Dog they made. And something gets me in the start of this movie. I end up like almost crying at the start of this movie. It's ridiculous. The first Red Dog's very sad as well. Wind River, really cool. Guy from work told me to watch that, and it wasn't wrong. It was a pretty good movie. Very confronting, actually. A few confronting scenes in the movie. Another Dragon Ball Z Kai. I wonder if we've finished them all now. I've got them all out of the way. Here we have Deadpool in a steelbook. Bloody great movie. Wolf of Wall Street. We got Disturbia. I really like this movie. I always remember this movie. It's like a thriller. It's like, because it's like, I don't know. So, Disturbia, really good movie with Shia LaBeouf. Can't even say his name right. But yeah, really cool movie. And it's just like, classic story of a boy that sees something he shouldn't have, and things go wrong. The Hunger Games. So this is the first Hunger Games, and probably the only good one. Well, they're okay, but like, the first one was really good. I actually thoroughly enjoy watching the first one, but the other one's just a little bit, they're not as good. So we got Blade Runner. the first Blade Runner. We have the first disc of Dragon Ball Super in a nice little dust cover. We have Arrival. Alright, so we got the 4K collection here from Jurassic Park, which I showed. This is basically my last video I made was on this one. Don't even have a 4K player, but you know, when I do, I'll be ready. The Shape of Water. I still have to get around to seeing this one. Deep Water Horizon. The Watch. Now, this one's an underrated one in my opinion. This is actually, when I watched this movie, I had like the lowest expectations for this movie. But when, because the trailers looked rubbish, but it was actually really, really good. I enjoy that so much. Dunkirk. You know what? It's I've got a steelbook one here. Pretty cool looking steelbook, but I still haven't watched it yet. What is wrong with me? Her, another really cool one about AI. Oh, now this is classic here. Now this is the In-Betweeners movie and the second In-Betweeners movie, In-Betweeners 2. This is just so damn funny. I love this movie. It's got to be one of my favourite movies. It's because these four are really so relatable in the movie, and we can relate to it, me and my friends, because we've had some crazy adventures. And this one is when they go to Australia. Not as good, but still pretty funny. Alright, we've got a Butterfly Effect. Now, I don't know what it is about this one. This is another time-traveling kind of one. But this is so depressing, this movie. I get real depressed when I watch this movie. I don't know why. But that's got, what's his name again? Ashton Kutcher in it. Hey, Bridge of Spies. Another Steven Spielberg movie. Now, again with Tom Hanks. Can't go wrong with those two. They've got the really good like duo there, Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks. We got Godzilla. This is the one that came out in 2014, I think. Pretty cool. I think we're getting more soon. More are coming out. The Terminal, another Steven Spielberg with Tom Hanks movie. Another great movie. And I really like airports as it is, and the whole movie is based in an airport, so cool. Inception. I didn't really like this movie the first time I watched it, but I watched it a few other times, absorbed the story, and I finally figured out what was going on. And then I think it's a really good movie. Haven't watched it for a while though, so I'll have to watch that soon. We're still going, guys. We've still got heaps. It's actually kind of freaking me out. I've got too many. The Spider-Man trilogy. So this is probably, I really like all of these. These are really cool. The third one's a little bit iffy, but it's actually to the point where it's funny now, that it's just so weird. But this first two are really good. The second one's probably like even better than the first one of this trilogy with Tobey Maguire, and I really love this one. I got this for hell cheap too. Like, this is really cheap, this Blu Ray. It had 3 really good movies in it. Okay, so this is the first Wolf Creek and the scariest Wolf Creek. And it's just basically an Australian horror movie, as you saw Wolf Creek 2 before. Grimsby. Grimsby, I didn't really think that was that great. Didn't really think Grimsby was that good. Everest. Actually really thoroughly enjoyed Everest when I watched it. It was very So here we got Everest as well. Everest was pretty cool. Another biopic about a guy that, goes up Everest and doesn't come back. Alright, hopefully I didn't ruin the ending, I don't know. Here we have The Hunt for the Red October. Really cool movie. American Ultra. So, pretty cool movie if you've got nothing else to watch and just want to see an action movie one night. And we got The Shallows. So it's a shark movie. And it's not too bad. Didn't mind watching it. I'd actually watched that pretty recently, actually. Pacific Rim. I think it's not too bad, Pacific Rim. But, it's a little bit boring sometimes. Alrighty. Alright. We've got Downsizing with Matt Damon. I thought this movie was going to be way better than it actually was. The trailers made it look like a pretty fun little movie, but yeah. Alright, oh, we got another copy of Jurassic Park. This one has all 4 movies in it. It's got Jurassic World in it too. I really don't need any more copies of Jurassic Park, but oh well. Alright. Okay, so we got Jason Bourne, which is the 5th movie in the franchise. We have The Help. We have Bridget Jones's Baby. Now, this is the only one I've actually own. I don't really own the others, but this actually, I didn't mind it. It was actually not too bad. Another guilty pleasure movie or something. Okay, we got We're Back. Classic dinosaur cartoon movie from the 90s. The soundtrack of that movie is second to none. It's from the same guy that did like The Land Before Time. I think it was like James Horner, I think his name was. Did the Land Before Time soundtrack as well. It's just so good. Alright, we got Masterminds. We're still going. This is going to be such a long video. Alright, the 3rd season of Game of Thrones. I remember back in the time where I didn't watch Game of Thrones, everyone was like, you got to watch Game of Thrones, it's good. And I didn't really believe them. But I'll tell you, it's like one of my favourite things I've ever watched. So this is the 7th season. I'm going to have to watch this soon before the 8th season eventually comes out. We got Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Bloody great film. Like, really good. It's just like, it's a kid that skips school and he gets like goes on a massive, awesome adventure. The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Really funny movie. I know a few guys like that, actually. It's funny. Alright, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Now, this is a really funny movie as well. This is one of my favourite comedies of all time, I reckon. It's so cool, and it's based in Hawaii. Yeah, really good. Lucy. Oh, ruined it. Alright, what we got here? Oh, alright, so this is the first Kingsman. I reckon the first and second one are almost as good as each other. So, really awesome movie. Good action in it. The Hitman's Bodyguard wasn't too good. Oh, sorry, it wasn't too bad. So, the Hitman's Bodyguard wasn't a bad movie at all. Here we have X-Men First Class. Not a bad X-Men movie either, so that's a really good one. Bit of a prequel. And here we got the In the Heart of the Sea. So this has got Chris Hemsworth in it. It's about like the story of Moby Dick, but not actually Moby Dick. The kind of like the story that like influenced Moby Dick. The story, I don't know. Anyway, not a bad movie. It's got a really bad color grading all through it. So the color of this, the color of those guys there, is pretty much the colour of the movie the whole way. So it's a little bit annoying in that fact there. Alright, we got Johnny English. So the first Johnny English is a classic comedy, really great. I think they're doing they've done a second one, which I've watched once, didn't really like it, and they're doing a third one, believe it or not. Who would have thought? Forrest Gump. So, Tom Hanks again, and this is one of my favourite movies of all time. It definitely comes in within my top 20 favourite films, and it's just a classic, beautiful, awesome, classic movie. Which, if you haven't seen it, what are you doing? Turn this off and watch it now. Alrighty. Oh no, it's gonna fall down. Oh, you should see this thing. It's getting huge. This pile. Okay, we've got War Games with with a young Matthew Broderick, and that's a pretty cool movie. It's like if all the nukes went off. So it's about nuclear warfare as well, and it's a pretty cool kind of theme. Here we have Fanboys. So this is actually a really funny kind of Star Wars themed movie about a whole bunch of Star Wars fans that go on a road trip. And it's actually really cool. So if you like Star Wars, you would really like Fanboys. Okay. So here we have a controversial one. Here we have Star Wars The Last Jedi. Now, a lot of people hated this movie. I don't particularly like the movie either. Like, when I watched this movie and I was getting so excited for the next one, because I really liked Force Awakens. I really did. I really enjoyed Force Awakens. So when I watched this movie, I was excited, and I was like, what the hell did I just watch after I finished that? Not the worst movie of all time. It wasn't that bad. I'm not like super angry about it. It just wasn't that good. Here we have a steelbook of The Jungle Book. That came out, I think it's 2015 or something. 2016 maybe? Don't know. The Thing. We have Catching Fire, which is the second one of the Hunger Games series. Wasn't too bad. With the Hunger Games movie, I think they get worse and worse. Alright, we got Drive. Now, another movie with an awesome soundtrack. And if you like car chases and like car movies, you gotta watch Drive. So awesome. I watched it not that long ago, and I just loved it. There's Something About Mary. The Ant-Man. A lot of people will go, oh man, the Ant-Man didn't look very promising when you first saw the trailers, but this is a really good movie. Ant-Man and the Wasp is coming out soon, so I'm looking forward to that. We've got Unbroken. I've got to stop talking about every movie. Willy Wonka. This is my favourite Willy Wonka. I actually absolutely hated with a passion Tim Burton's Willy Wonka. So this is the right one. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Love that movie. It's made in like the 70s, and it pulls up so well for being made all that time ago. Saving Private Ryan. This is by far probably my third or fourth favourite movie of all time. This is probably the best war movie I've ever seen. It's just so good. Steven Spielberg does it again. Alright, we got Dragon Ball Z Resurrection of F. Basically, it gets retold in Dragon Ball Super, so you don't really have to go and watch it. Oh, okay, so this is actually probably one of my favourite ones that David Attenborough has ever done. It's like a 2-hour documentary. It's got 2 episodes. It's the rise of mammals, so it shows you like how it basically goes right into evolution and all that sort of stuff, and it's really cool. I highly recommend you that one. Okay, so we got Men in Black 1, which I really enjoy Men in Black movies. Men in Black 2. Funny story with actually Men in Black. I actually watched number 2 before I watched number 1, which is I usually don't do that, but I actually love both them. And Men in Black 3 wasn't that bad. To be honest, I didn't. Well, you didn't think it was going to be a good one, but it actually turned out to be okay. 22 Jump Street, not as good as 21 Jump Street, but not too bad. Alrighty, we got the massive big Lord of the Rings box set here. This is the extended version. I find it incredibly hard to get through any of these movies. They're just too long. Meet the Parents, classic. I loved Meet the Parents. Meet the Fockers, very very funny movie. Little Fockers, not so good as the others. The first 2 are quite funny and quite good. Alright, here we have DC movies. Man of Steel. I still prefer. It's not too bad, I suppose, but this was disappointing. Batman vs Superman. This is the extended version as well. I didn't really rate these movies that much. I thought they were pretty crap, really. Alright. We got Cloverfield and 10 Cloverfield Lane. I thoroughly enjoyed both movies, but I really enjoyed 10 Cloverfield Lane more. I thought that was very mysterious and exciting. Here we have X-Men Apocalypse. Probably one of the worst X-Men movies. Nowhere as bad as X-Men Wolverine Origins though. That was atrocious. Here we have Prometheus to Alien box set. We've got the Prometheus, Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection. I like all movies from the Alien franchise, but my favourites are Prometheus, Alien and Aliens. And I didn't mind the newest one either, but I actually don't have that on Blu-ray. But I will, eventually. Alrighty. So we got The Dressmaker, Australian film. Magnificent Seven. Really cool, actually. Really cool cowboy movie, Magnificent Seven. We got Finding Dory. So Pixar has been doing this thing how they, just like Incredibles 2, going back and giving their older movies sequels, and they're doing it really well. Like Finding Dory was actually really well done. I actually enjoyed Finding Dory quite a lot. We got Castaway, classic Tom Hanks, and if you want to feel alone, just watch this movie. Alright, here we have Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, the third one. Here we go, Dead Man's Chest. So those two aren't that bad. The first one's the best one by far. Run All Night with Liam Neeson. Django Unchained. This is probably my favourite Quentin Tarantino film. Bloody good. And here we have Captain Phillips. Tom Hanks at it again. The Nice Guys. Now, this is probably a really good movie. I was really tired when I watched it and didn't really watch it properly. I kind of fell asleep. But what I've seen of it is actually really good. Seven, with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. Very awesome 90s thriller. Kind of like a crime thriller, detective movie. Really awesome. So here we have the Superman anthology box set. It's got, I can't even remember what it has in it. It's got like the first 4 Superman. So it's got the first 4 Superman movies with Christopher Reeves, I think his name was. And then he also have the latest one they had made in that sort of series, which is Superman Returns, which I don't really mind that much. A lot of people hate that movie, but I actually don't really mind it. Casino Royale. This is probably my favourite James Bond with... I can't even remember anyone's name. Daniel Craig. So this is my favourite James Bond from the Daniel Craig James Bonds. Casino Royale. Oh, we're getting through them. At least we're getting through them. Oh, all right. We got Jackie. Story of Jackie Kennedy. I'm gonna start putting him down here now because this is about to avalanche on me. The Simpsons movie. Not too bad. Walking of Dinosaurs. The movie. Now, this is a rubbish movie in terms of story. But the animation is like spot on, and you have to get, if you do get this movie, you have to get the 3D version. And on the back it says like special features, and it's an exclusive to the 3D one. It's called the Cretaceous Cut, and it's basically just a cut of any of the voices in it. So it's just dinosaurs being dinosaurs, and it actually is really good if you like dinosaurs, which I do. Land Before Time, classic childhood movie. Classic dinosaur movie as well, and one of the saddest things ever has happened in a kids movie ever is when Littlefoot loses his mum. And again, like a beautiful soundtrack in it. So good. All right, Tangled, really awesome Disney animation movie. Oh, how good! Okay, so this is. I was so excited when I saw this come out in like shops. This is a steelbook Pokemon, the first 3 movies on Blu Ray. Like, that is bloody awesome. It's got like Mewtwo Strikes Back. It's got the Pokemon the movie 2000. I think it's called the Chosen One or something, or the One, and then it's also got the Pokemon the third movie as well with Entei. And this is just from my childhood onto Blu Ray, and it's just so awesome. I was so seriously, I still am excited now. You can see it. I'm just so excited they brought out a steelbook of the first 3 Pokemon movies on Blu Ray. I didn't actually think they were going to do that. I thought they were forgotten and they had to go and get them on like videotape and stuff. Alright, so the best Pirates of the Caribbean, the Curse of the Black Pearl. My throat's getting sore from talking. Okay, so we got Only God Forgives. Okay, how am I going to say this? 310 to Yuma. Really good cowboy movie. Good Morning Vietnam. Bambi, beautiful Disney film from my childhood. Robin Hood, another childhood movie I loved. So this is the Disney Robin Hood. Where else are we going? What are we doing now? So Ace Ventura, the first one. And then Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. I actually don't really rate the Ace Ventura movies that much. The Book Thief. This is a really beautifully made World War II film based in Germany. And what I really enjoy with this one is they all have German accents. Some movies, I can't really. Some movies actually just don't try with the accents, but it makes it more believable when everyone has a German accent in a movie that's based in Germany. I think it's like called Enemy at the Gate. It was a World War II movie, and like it was based in Russia, but no one had Russian accents. They were all American accents. It was just not believable. All right, The King's Speech. Now, I love this movie. It's a really awesome movie. And I can actually relate a little bit because I sort of stutter sometimes when I talk, and I sometimes like struggle with getting my words out sometimes. So I related to this movie quite a bit. Alrighty, Never Let Me Go. It's a pretty cool movie. It's about clones, so check that out. 5th season of Game of Thrones, 4th season of Game of Thrones, 2nd season of Game of Thrones, and then the iconic 1st season of Game of Thrones. Alright, so this is the 2nd Blu-ray I ever owned. Jurassic Park, the Ultimate Trilogy that came out in 2011. Just got the first 3 movies in that one, obviously because Jurassic World wasn't out yet. Alright, we got Escape from Alcatraz with Clint Eastwood. We've got Jobs, which is the first Steve Jobs movie made. It's got Ashton Kutcher in it. And then we got Safety Not Guaranteed. So this is Colin Trevorrow's movie he did before Jurassic World. We got the iconic Steven Spielberg movie Jaws. Alright, we're getting through them, guys. Now here's a special one. So this is almost like a Blu-ray trailer disc. I don't know what it is, like why, but like I found it on just a curb, on like, you know, when people throw out all their rubbish out on the curb outside their house. I found it, so I was like, oh, I'll have that, please. All right, so About Time travel movie, pretty cool. Okay, so we got the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 and Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. I've actually literally only watched both of them once. So maybe I'm due for another watch, but I can't really remember them being that great. Alright, Milo and Otis. About this movie. I love this movie and I hate this movie because when I watched it as a kid, it's got a really nice soundtrack to it. It's got nice like orchestra music, and it just basically got voiceover over, you know, cats and dogs doing just a little adventure. But it turns out there's actually a bit of animal cruelty in this movie. There's a part in the movie where they throw a cat over the cliff. That's just not on. Bloody hell. Alright, so here we go, The Prestige. Now, I remember watching, what was it, Now You See Me. And the whole time I was watching Now You See Me, I was like, I could just be watching The Prestige, which is a better movie. Pretty cool. I think was it Christopher Nolan? Yeah, Christopher Nolan movie about magicians. Pretty cool. Pursuit of Happiness. Saw this in school. Did a report on it. Social Network. Story about Facebook. Yet again, a biopic, and I love my biopics. Life on Earth. I think this is David Attenborough's first documentary he did. Right, we got The Martian. Very cool space movie that came out not that long ago. Oh, it's come back again. Another Dragon Ball Z Kai. Stand By Me. 4 kids go on an adventure to see a dead body. you can make a movie about that. But really good movie anyway. Passengers, another really cool space movie. A lot of people didn't really dig this movie, but I actually really enjoyed it. And I really like space movies. So that was got Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence in it. It's pretty cool. Blood Diamond, cool movie. Terminator Genesis, crap Terminator movie. I hated this one. I've watched it like twice. It's just not. It's not that. I suppose it's not that bad, but like not that good either. Alrighty. All right. So this is David Attenborough's Natural History Museum Alive, and it's basically a pretty cool little movie, a little like doco movie he did where he goes through the museum and everything comes alive at night, but like educational, so it's not like Night at the Museum. Here we have David Attenborough, 60 years in the wild. He's just a magical man, and you get to learn about him in this 3-part doco about himself. So it's pretty cool. Frozen Planet, another doco. Trials of Life, another David Attenborough doco. We're getting into the docos now. The First Planet Earth. Alright, so that's enough for the David Attenborough ones. For now, here we have Professor Brian Cox in Wonders of Life. He's actually a really good, he does quite a few really good docos, and I think got another one here from him. Yep, The Human Universe. So it's all about science, and he's got a universe. He's got like a Wonders of the Universe one, and Wonders of the Solar System one too, which is also really quite interesting. So here we got Unknown with Liam Neeson, another Liam Neeson action one. And we got Into the Wild, very another biopic about I can't remember his name. Like something Supertramp, wasn't it? I can't remember. No Country for Old Men. Okay, we got E.T., classic Steven Spielberg. Got World War Z. We got Nebraska. Super 8, really good film. Enjoy that. We got Memento, one of Christopher Nolan's earlier ones, and another one just like Christopher Nolan films. It really messes with your head. So another Steven Spielberg one with Tom Hanks, and Now You See Me. So these are two of my favourite actors, Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks, and really good movie. And another biopic. Boyhood. So this is a movie that they filmed over like 13 years, and you can see it's like for the first time in history in the movie, you can actually see a kid grow up, like actually grow up in the movie. Like it starts out like 8, and then at the end of the movie he's like 18. So it's like crazy. About a Boy. Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore with Adam Sandler. So Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison are the best Adam Sandler movies in my opinion. Both of them are kind of like equally in my opinion, and they're so great. Both of them, they're freaking so funny. Okay, here we have Force Awakens. A lot of people don't like the Force Awakens. I actually really loved the Force Awakens when I saw it. I thought it was so good. I saw it twice. The Disaster Artist. And here we have John Wick 2. And John Wick 1 is hiding around here somewhere. I don't know where he is now. Alright, we got The Wedding Singer. We got Valkyrie. Superbad. Bloodwork. I do actually remember watching that. It was pretty cool. Alright, we got A Walk to Remember. Very, it's got a cool soundtrack on this one. It's got some really good songs. Point Break. So this is the only Point Break you should be watching. Just do not go past near the other one they made. Holy moly, that was terrible. Home Alone. So this is the only Rambo I've got for some reason. This is the 4th one they made. And like I got this one very early on in my Blu Ray collecting days. Oh, it just fell over. And there's a part where he's just in the back of a truck just blasting people with a 50 cal. Pretty crazy. So this is an Australian movie, Tomorrow Where the War Began, and I'm very disappointed they never made another one of this. I don't know why, They were setting it up as like a series, but they didn't go along with it. But it was really cool movie. So here we go. We got this. So I've got too many Blu-rays, guys. All right. We've got Speed. We've got The Water Horse. Really cool monster movie about the Loch Ness Monster. And I got weirdly excited for this when it came out in theaters back in the day. I find the whole Loch Ness Monster story quite, enchanting, if you want to call it that. All right, Unbreakable. So, like I was saying, this is the one before Split. When watching Split, you don't really realise it's actually a sequel to Unbreakable. But the next one coming out is called Glass, and it kind of merges Split and Unbreakable together, which comes out early next year. So I'm very much looking forward to that. So we got another animation one, Garden of Words. Doesn't go for very long, but still pretty interesting. Captain America: Winter Soldier. We got Pretty Woman. This Is the End. Argo. Great Barrier Reef. Another doco. All right. We're nearing the end, sort of. Kick-Ass 2. Got Kick-Ass 1 somewhere. Skyfall. So this is my second favourite of the Daniel Craig James Bonds. So we got Indiana Jones. There are 4 of them in there. Now, I don't really dislike any Indiana Jones like a lot. Probably the worst one is the 4th one, but I really love the number one. I dig. I love the Indiana Jones movies. My favourite is The Last Crusade. Alrighty. So here we have a very cool TV series. Well, there's 2 of them in here. There's the Pacific and Band of Brothers, all in the style of Saving Private Ryan. I highly recommend you watch that. So that's the box set of all of them. Awesome TV series. 10 episodes in each from HBO. Alright, so Terminator Salvation. Actually, I stand corrected. I actually hate this one even worse than the one that was called Genesis. Terminator Genesis. Alright, we got Terminator 3, Rise of Machines. Not too bad, but this is what it's all about, guys. This is one of my favourite movies of all time. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. And also, of course, we've got the first Terminator here as well. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. I just love the whole dynamic that the first Terminator and the first one, which is was trying to kill the people from all the movie, is now protecting, and now is a good guy, and now on our side, sort of thing. Really cool. We got Mad Max: Fury Road. All right, we got a dinosaur doco series called Planet Dinosaur here. Not too bad. Here we also have some more docos here. Life Story. And we've got Life. There's so many. Okay, so we've got the first Kick-Ass. So I really enjoy this one. It's been a little bit better than Kick-Ass 2, but Kick-Ass 2 wasn't that bad. Here we have the Dark Knight trilogy. So my favourite is the Dark Knight. And then Batman Begins, and then I don't really enjoy what's it called again? The Dark Knight Rises. Don't really enjoy the Dark Knight Rises as much. So here we got the Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. All right, we got all the American Pies. Now I love the American Pie movies. Like another thing, it's like the In-Betweeners movies. They're so relatable. They kind of. Because my friends, and it's just like a movie about growing up and stuff. It's just fun. It's funny. So we got American Pie 2, American Pie. Oh, that's the first one there. American Pie. Then we got American Pie 2, American Pie: The Wedding, and then actually this one, the American Pie Reunion. I actually almost relate to this one most now because I'm older now, and I'm actually having my high school reunion next year. So. I actually really like the American Pie series. So we got Conquest of the Skies. I actually can't remember if I've even watched this. Africa, and we got Nature's Great Events. All docos with David Attenborough speaking in the background. Alright, we got the Santa Claus. Now, the thing about the Santa Claus is they're like classic Christmas movies to me, and every Christmas me and my sister watch the Santa Claus. I don't know why. Last couple of years of Christmas time, we've forced ourselves to watch it, and like we zone out halfway through because we've watched it too many times. But it's like a little weird family tradition now to watch the Santa Claus every Christmas. Alright, we got Mulan, and we also got the second one in there too. Really awesome movie. I love Mulan is really awesome Disney movie, and I always love that movie. Bug's Life, Tomorrowland, Aladdin, Zootopia. Didn't think this was going to be any good, but this is like so good, this movie. Zootopia is really great. And then Hunt for the Wilder People. Now this is an awesome movie, guys. It's got Sam Neill in it, and it's just a really cool movie based in New Zealand. And I'm a half Kiwi, so I've got a lot of family in New Zealand, and I go there all the time, so I really enjoy that movie. Alright, so here we have an underrated movie, and one of my favourite movies of all time, King Kong by Peter Jackson. And it comes in this really awesome kind of book. So you've got pages there, it's all about the movie. It's got some really cool stuff in that. And yeah, such an underrated, beautiful movie. And this is the extended version too. If you watch the extended version, it's got a few awesome extra scenes. Like I think there's a Styracosaurus scene and everything in it. It's awesome. Okay, so we've got American Graffiti, and we've got Taken 3, which is better than Taken 2, I have to say. So here's Taken 2. For some reason I got that in a steelbook. It's not that good. We got Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Have never seen it, and I've only seen the first Mission Impossible. I've got the whole series here. There's like 4 movies in here. I've only seen the first one, so I've got like another 4 movies to watch. Can't believe it. So here we got Chappie. Chappie was a great film. Chappie was a film about this robot called Chappie, believe it or not. And it's just really awesome. And you see Hugh Jackman as a bad guy. Oh wait, we're nearing the end, guys. We're nearing the end. American Sniper. I'm losing my voice, so I hope so. 50-50. This is a comedy about cancer, and cancer is never funny. But I want to watch that again, actually. I Am Legend. Another sad movie. Nothing will be sadder is when his dog dies in that movie. Okay, Revolutionary Road. So we've got the Titanic duo back together. Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie. And here we have Waterworld. Now I haven't even seen this movie. I only got it because I saw Waterworld, the show in Universal theme park. So I want to check that out, but I still haven't watched it. So Spider-Man Homecoming, a really awesome Spider-Man film. And because of this, I don't think you can just skip watching The Amazing Spider-Man altogether. I don't even like it. Alright, we got Civil War. Captain American Civil War, a bloody great movie. Avengers Age of Ultron. Monsters Inc., a bloody good Pixar movie. I remember watching Monsters Inc. back in 2001, and I just loved it. Okay, here's the first John Wick. John Wick 1. Really awesome action movie. We got Great Gatsby. Now, I actually really rate this film. I actually really enjoy it. It's got great soundtrack, great music, and I can really relate to the character of Jay Gatsby. I like how he kind of has this imagination, and he kind of can what am I trying to say? Like he's got this vision of himself which he makes reality. I kind of can relate to that to a point. All right, so we got Sunshine. We have X-Men Days of Future Past. Now this is the Rogue cut, which I think is the better cut of the movie. So there's 2 different versions, and this has got a little bit extra in it. So I prefer to watch the Rogue cut. So if you haven't watched the Rogue cut, go and check it out, because Rogue's in it. And otherwise, in the theatrical cut, she's not in it. So Red Dog, awesome Australian movie. I think it's done pretty well around the world actually, and it's just it's very sad, but also it's just like so awesome. It's such a nice Australian movie. Got really good music in it too. Alrighty, we got Tropic Thunder. A lot of these are still in the package, but I remember Tropic Thunder is really awesome. The Polar Express. I didn't even get around to watching this last Christmas, and I've never actually seen it. So this Christmas, hopefully, I'll remember to watch it. 127 hours. For a while there, it's like one of my favourite films, and I just really enjoy the whole journey this guy takes, and the kind of like it's one of those movies where you can sit down and just kind of think about life. Fury. We're near it. We're almost finished, and thank God, because my voice is just about to disappear. All right, so we got the Harry Potter 8-film collection. Harry Potter franchise is just got some of the most awesome movies in it. I don't rate, I can't remember what it's called, the Mystical Beats and How to Find Them ones. I hate that one. I actually just hate it. But I love all the Harry Potters. The best, in my opinion, is probably Goblet of Fire or Prisoner of Azkaban. And my least favourite is probably Deathly Hallows Part 1. For a little bit of insight there. So here we got the Angry Birds movie. Wasn't as bad as you might think. It's not too bad. Just fun. We got How to Train Your Dragon. Really awesome one. I've only never really bothered with the others though. So we got Jurassic Park in 3D Jurassic Park. Got Lilo and Stitch. Monsters University. Awesome prequel to that movie. I'm gonna lose my voice. We got Fugitive, another really awesome movie. Harrison Ford's on the run for something he didn't do. Pretty cool. We got Up, another Pixar movie. We got Zero Dark 30. That's a story about how they catched Osama bin Laden. Chris Pratt's in it. Last Cab to Darwin, another Australian movie. As you see, I like my Australian movies. Very depressing movie though. Frozen. Fantasia. Wall-E, which is one of my favourite Pixar ones. As you can see, I really like my space movies and my AI movies and robot movies. Beauty and the Beast. I actually really enjoy this movie. The live action one wasn't too bad. I actually don't have that one, though. The Shrek box set here. The Shrek 1 and 2 are the only ones you should really bother with. The other ones are just if you feel like it. And the very last one, oh God. The very last one of my collection video is Finding Nemo. And there we have it, guys. That is my whole entire Blu Ray collection. And I tell you what, that was a journey. I'm almost losing my voice. My throat's sore now. Hopefully you guys could watch it to the end. And because of that, I'm going to make an avalanche with these Blu Rays. I've got too many here, see? Too many Blu Rays. Alright, there we have it, guys. So let me know what you think about some of my thoughts about these movies, and maybe let me know what you think of my collection as a whole. And thank you very much for watching the video. I doubt anyone has actually watched the whole video. If you have, let me know. And I'll be back soon with another video. So rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. See you later.